Hey everybody, it's Joseph. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to both create and manage pipeline stages here. So I already have one built out, but let's just create one here. Let's call this, we'll call this lead pipeline. So you can add different stages. So let's call this cold lead and a warm lead. Meeting booked. Proposal sent. Closing meeting. Excuse me. Closed. Something like that. And then you hit create. Now in our new pipeline here, let's say we want to add some opportunities. The easiest way to do that is through your contacts. Now let's just make it simple. We'll grab one. I've got myself in here. So we've got name, email. My phone number is not there, but that's fine. Y'all don't need to see that. You can set the opportunity name. You set which pipeline you want it in. We'll put it in our new lead pipeline here. You could set the stage. Status, you leave as open, that's fine. Only put it on lost or something if you if you blunder. You could set what the opportunity is worth for you. For owner, if let's say you have different users in this account, you can, let's say you have different sales reps or you're a construction company and you have different vendors, something like that, you can assign an opportunity to different people. Followers, think of that like owner, but just less important. Business name, you can also put that if you'd like. And source, where you got them from. What should I put for my source? No, go away. I don't know, bird store. Convention. Actually, yeah, bird convention. Perfect. Convention. I can totally spell today. And you click create. And then you just give it a refresh. Sometimes you have to do that. And as you can see, I am here now. Now what's cool about opportunities is you can move them throughout the different stages. So it's a neat visual way on how to actually see where they are. So what it might look is, let's say you've got Joseph here, you've got Joseph here. You can, now sometimes it will, now if it does bounce around, you could just do this. Okay, let's say he's cold, I don't know, maybe the sales reps contacted him or something, now he's a warm lead. Okay, now let's say that, you called Joe up a bit, you actually got a meeting with him, you can do that. And you can pretty much do that all the way down the pipeline until you close them. And you could also bring them back stages if you'd like. Now, somebody asked me, hey, what happens if, let's say, like in my last video, I import a bunch of contacts from a sheet and I want to bring them over into opportunities? Is there a way for me to do that? So the easiest way I think of doing this is we're just going to go over to this automation tab. Now don't freak out, this is a very simple one we're going to build. We're going to go to create workflow, start from scratch. Oh, silly me, we're zooming in there. You can add a new trigger. So the easiest one I think is, let's say you have contact created. We'll just do, you can filter on certain things, but I'm just going to leave it blank. This is just the simplest way to do it. Contact created. Now we're going to search opportunity. You can select the pipeline, so we'll put them in our lead pipeline, put them as cold pipeline, or cold lead. Now this field here, if you actually want the name to be the opportunity name to match the contact name, and you really should, you just click on this little tag icon on the button, you go to contact, and then you go to full name. That just means it's going to bring it over. Source, you could do whatever you let's just say you could leave that blank. I think it's easier just to tag that in the contact value. You can add something if you'd like. Status, I leave mine as open, and most of the time you can leave, I like to leave allow move into previous stage just in case you need to move it back or something. So you click save, and when a new contact is created, they're going to be put as an opportunity in that pipeline. Now the only thing is this doesn't really work for existing contacts, so here's how we're going to solve that. Let's just say we have a bunch of them here that we want to add. Let's just say that we want to add all of them. We're going to go to automation. Actually, real quick before we do that, you just want to make sure you name these so it's easy to keep track of. So contact, I'm just keeping it simple. Just because if you have a bunch of these new workflows, it might be tricky to keep track of. So that's just an easy way to do it. But anyway, like I was saying, you select all of them, add to automation. We'll just call this a demo, that's fine. Workflow, that's cool. And then we're gonna go to workflow. Guys, I am very silly. The reason it was saying that there's no workflows that show up, you need to click publish. So make sure you do that. So now, like I was saying, again, it's late, guys. I've gotta it's been an interesting day. But yeah, now we go to automation and now it should show up. So we'll call this contact opportunity demo. And you could just, for shorter ones, I'd say do all at once. If you want to start it, let's say at midnight or something, you could do a time. And drip mode just basically means that you'll split it into batches, but we're only doing 5, so that's fine. Now you're going to click add to automation. And when that's done, you should see those appear in the pipeline. All right, everybody, we're back. I just moved over to the automation, to the opportunities section. Took around like 7 seconds, and we see all of the contacts that I selected here are now in this this cold lead stage of my lead pipeline. They all moved over just like that. And again, with this, the automation is going to grab any new contacts that you create and put them over here. And what's cool about this automation is, let's say you only want, now this one I made just kind of for all contacts, but let's say you only want contacts with a specific tag, which I go over in my last video. You could select, they have a tag, let's say you only want to put admins in that pipeline, if that's your thing, then yeah, then when somebody is, and you also could do a trigger here, a tag trigger, tag added. Let's say you give somebody the admin tag. So either if they're created with a tag or the tag is added with them later, then what's going to happen is this automation is going to run, and it's going to put them in the opportunity section, right in this cold lead stage. So everybody, I hope this video was helpful for you. Showed you how to manage opportunities, create them, manage pipelines and create them, and even a quick automation to help convert any contacts, say ones you imported from a sheet, into opportunities. Hope this was super helpful for you. I've got many more tutorial videos like this, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.